Crater Lakes National Park. Crater Lake National Park. Crater Lake National Park. Crater Lake National Park in South Central Oregon. This lake was created due to the eruption of a volcano. I forgot how many years ago, and then after the eruption the caldera collapsed because the volcano eruption created a big cavity underneath, and after the eruption the crust above the cavity just basically collapsed, created a gigantic deep crater. And over the years and the eons, snow and rainwater accumulate into this lake. The lake has no outlet, therefore the lake is purely replenished by rain and snow water and evaporate away. So in this sense the balance of the lake is kind of very sensitive, very tricky, or you say very delicate. I guess if there is an extended period of drought, the surface will drop. If there's an extended period of heavy rains and precipitations, it will rise. If you have an outlet into a river, the level will tend to stay constant, set by the elevation of the outlet itself, but not in this case. It will go up and down depending on the climate patterns over the years. So from the video it's hard to see, but actually the water is dark blue. It's like ocean water somewhat, which is weird because there's no salt. I don't think there is. The water is saline. Just a rough estimate from this end of the crater to the opposite end is a few miles, probably 5 to 10 miles. I don't know. I need to check on the internet. Maybe a little bit more than, maybe 10 miles. Lake at the water's level is so incredibly blue. It's turquoise blue. Very, very windy because this place has a very high elevation. I think it was close to 8,000 feet up. The water at the crater lake is fresh water, and this water is dark turquoise blue. It's fresh water from the melting snow in the surrounding area. According to the local guides, each year 40 feet of snow fall on this crater, and the snow stays as snow until mid-June. Even today we see some remnants of the snow. So the melting snow replenish this lake. The lake has a small outlet in this direction. That outlet right now is draining, according to the guide, 2 million gallons a day. So this recirculation, or this replenishing of fresh water, snow water, and draining of the water through the outlet, keeps the Crater Lake water basically fresh water, no salinity. Because otherwise, according to some information on the internet, there is no outlet. That's what I thought. If there's no outlet, then the balance of the water level will be extremely delicate, because you have to have enough fresh water to replenish the evaporating water each year. And if there's a drought or there's a heavy precipitation on an annual basis, the water level could go up and down quite a bit. But because of that outlet, it kept the balance of the water at a steady state, steadily refilling with fresh water, steadily draining them out, and that keeps the water fresh, low salinity, low alkalinity, and none of the other minerals that tend to accumulate, like in Salt Lake, the Great Salt Lake, or in Death Valley, some of those lakes that sometimes form a lake during heavy precipitation, or the Dead Sea, the Sea of Galilee in Israel. All of those water bodies, they evaporate only, so the water level gradually goes down, and the water is no longer fresh, and high salinity, high alkalinity, and high mineral content. That makes the water very, very heavy, and very high flotation, so that people, I guess in Dead Sea, or in, I guess if there's salt water in any salt lake, people could just float without the ability to swim. You can just float. But in this water, probably you would have to swim a little bit to stay afloat. This is the Crater Lake. There are some boats, tour boats. People get onto the boats and pay $60 a person or something like that. They will just drive around the lake, and there's a huge line down there at the boat dock, and a lot of people pay for that. But that's, in my opinion, it's not that interesting, because to enjoy this lake, the best place is really up and high, looking down at the color, at the mountain in the distance, at the edge of this crater in the distance, not on the water level. Because at the water level you just see just the waves and rocking boats and get dizzy, and that's all.